Today we'll begin in an easy seat position. One hand's gonna plant beside the hip as the other hand reaches over. We'll then plant the opposite hand and reach with the opposite hand for the side body stretch. Alternate between these two 5 times each, and then hold for 10 seconds on the last one on each side. We'll then find a spinal twist, planting one hand behind the back, one hand on opposite knee and gazing back beyond the shoulder. Hold here for about 10 seconds on each side. Then roll over our feet and find our neutral tabletop, moving through a couple rounds of cat-cow. We'll find balancing table, extending one arm out long in front of us and one leg far behind us, and crunching in about 5 times. We'll plant the hand, extend the foot out long to the side, and sit our butt back for child's pose with one leg extended. Hang out there for about 20 seconds before coming into gate pose and folding over this extended leg. Then we're going to plant our hand on the outside of our knee and move into modified side plank, and alternate between this side bend and this modified side plank about 5 times, really trying to reach and extend from fingertips to heel. We'll then plant the hands, put the knee back, and find our balancing table on the other side, making 5 crunches in, nice, slow, and controlled. We'll then plant the hand, foot will kick out to the other side, foot will go back over heel. Hang out in this child's pose for about 20 seconds as well, before coming up to gate pose, side bending over the long extended leg, and then planting the left hand, lifting the other foot, and reaching for our modified side plank. Alternate between this side bend and the side plank about 5 times. Then plant the hands, plant the knee back to start, tuck the toes, and send the hips to the sky for downward dog. As always, pedal the feet out here, come to the tiptoes, do whatever feels good to loosen those hamstrings up, and then come to the top of the mat for a forward fold and halfway lift, alternating between these two movements about 10 times. Rounding in the back for the fold, bending into the knees as much as you need, and finding a flat back. One hand's going to plant as the same knee bends and other arm and chest opens up to the sky. Spend about 10 seconds on each side here in this twist. Then we'll step back to downward dog again. Raise the right leg, plant right foot between the hands, and come up into our high lunge. From here, we'll plant left hand on the inside of the right foot and open up right hand and chest towards the sky. From here, we'll find some runner's lunge crunches. Crunch the elbow in and draw the knee to elbow as well. Find 5 here. The body gets nice and crunched at the top of this movement and then extends. And then we'll send the foot back, find our downward dog, and step forward with the left foot. Come up into your high lunge for a moment, then plant right hand on the inside of the left foot, reaching left arm up towards the sky. We'll then crunch in about 5 times here, drawing knee to elbow nice and controlled. We'll plant the hands, step the foot back, find our downward dog. We'll go with the right leg again. We'll draw right knee to right elbow and then send the foot back up to the sky. We'll draw right knee to left elbow, extend back up, and then we'll put the right knee between the hands and open up for warrior 2. We'll then pivot on the heel, reach the toes the same direction, and reach for star pose, then find our warrior two again. We'll reach high, straightening everything, and then deeper bend in the knee. Find that about 5 times each position, bending deeper into the knee each time you come back to warrior two, and then we'll switch to the other side. Left leg extends and draws to elbow first, and then opposite elbow, and then it'll step between the hands. We'll come up warrior two on that side, extend and reach everything tall, maybe a deeper bend this time you come down, extend and reach, return back down, deeper bend in the knee, again 5 times on that side. We'll find downward dog, and then we'll shift forward into a high plank, and then back to downward dog. We're going to find a high plank position and downward dog and alternate between the two here about 10 times, staying tight in the core and really sending the chest towards the thighs when you're in this downward dog position. We'll then walk the feet up to meet the hands and find our forward fold. We'll heel toe the feet about mat width distance and find our yogi squat. Let's open and close those knees, pressing those elbows into them nice and hard. We'll then just find our butt to the mat. One foot's going to cross over opposite leg, and we're going to twist from the torso, catching left tricep on the back of right knee. Right hand's planted behind us, and we'll gaze back beyond the right shoulder. Hold there for 30 seconds before switching to the other side. And do the same thing. Make sure the spine stays nice and long here. Head is reaching up towards the sky as we twist. And then we'll draw soles of feet together for our butterfly pose. Feet come close to the body, knees come close to the ground. Stay active or fold into it and try to relax. We'll come up from our butterfly and we'll send our feet, our legs nice and wide, and try and fold over them this way. You can do a side bend version where you reach over top, or you can just fold the torso completely over the leg. Find whatever variation feels good to you here, but spend about 30 seconds on each side or do both. Next, we're going to find eagle arms, crossing a right arm underneath left arm and finding our palms together. Forearms are nice and tightly knit, and we'll send the hands up to the sky and lower them about 10 times here before folding into this with eagle arms. Hang out in that folded spot for about 10 seconds before switching out which arm is under in this eagle position. Send those to the sky about 10 times, and then again fold over into this. We'll untwist the arms. The legs will come towards the center of our body and we'll recline for our final resting pose.